but it doesn't matter really.
Yep. Well, one great thing that Black's done is they've centralized the queen.
Oh, hey, but queen f7, he won't
how
be
did
able
he
to
get out of
move
this?
at all.
No, that's it. That's the end. Bishop e6. Bishop e6 threatens mate, followed by h4.
Bishop e6 played.
Queen d8, though.
Queen f8,
Queen
sorry.
f8 as well.
No, I think he should have included h4.
Yep. Bishop e6 was a bit naive, but...
He could have included the move h4 and just trapped
knight is
Doesn't
out.
change much, yeah. Bishop d5, the knight is still...
domination.
Yeah.
It's a light square domination. And how much...
Such a terrible position to play.
h5, h4, pardon me, or f4, f5. What do you think, Jovi?
I think anything wins h4 is what I would play.
Yes, he did it. He did it indeed.
Now
Black's
bishop
position
f7 is very strong.
Creaking.
And he did it. Bishop f7, brilliant move.
Absolutely going for g5, bishop g6. That's a winner.
I guess.
5 seconds.
Gukesh,
And now you can
check.
give a check.
And
Knight
you
comes
can take
back.
on g6. That's the whole trick.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he knows
and
it.
he knows it. He does it.
He knows
He
it.
reached for it and did
And
it.
there's no move that
Has no
Gukesh can
chance
play.
as well.
H5.
Bishop f5.
Bishop f5.
Bishop f5, yeah.
Yeah. Ouch.
Such a pain.
Queen. No.
Bishop check.
And bishop
And to
to d.
d5, so that there's always going to be queen f7.
As well
the
as
knight
queen
can
g8
move.
mate.
The
Queen
knight
g-
can move. The queen can't move.
Right. King h3, just to...
Well-
You got to be careful with this ones, right? Because king h3, queen d7. Do you really want to play it? It's a winning position.
I think so. I
like-
do. I
can we
Perhaps
go
you do not want to
H5?
play the queens.
Well, the clock is always a factor. 10 seconds for Fabi. Now it's ticking down to 9 seconds for Gukesh.
I was thinking
2
queen,
seconds.
Oof, queen to c8 made more sense to my
The
eyes.
players are just playing on instinct now. Queen
Queen
e8,
G-
knight
ooh.
g6.
Ooh, what is going on?
Queen takes pawn.
Takes on f6.
He did it.
Yeah, but can you just give a check?
On f4, and he should.
F4, and he should. Okay,
He's
he does
done
it.
it. He's done
He
it.
will breathe a sigh of relief that at least he hasn't got checkmated.
For sure. I thought he was going to get checkmated, in fact. So g3, get rid of that knight. Put the bishop on f7.
But he's 2 pawns down.
He should be winning.
It's just a matter of
He is.
time now. Just
He is
bring in the
winning.
king.
He is winning. So 2 extra pawns and h5 as a target, which is
And
also
in
important.
our other game, has that game completed?
It's still going
Well,
on.
apparently Firouzja doesn't. Okay, it is over.
Yep, Ali Reza just won. So he begins this round robin with 1 point.
King to f2, just getting ready to reroute the bishop to e2. I want to bring the bishop to the e2 square so I can attack h5 pawn.
Sure enough, it's making its way there.
Yes. Whew. Wow, what an
Nerve-wracking game.
eventful round one of the playoffs. I mean, my
Bishop
goodness.
E2.
Man, why didn't we have such games from round 1?
Right? Where was the classical? Let us down.
It's
in
the
results.
short time control.
The shorter time control, more
And
mistakes.
there you can see Ali Reza looking at the game between Fabi and Gukesh. 7 seconds for Gukesh.
Instantly, Fabi captured
Wow.
the pawn on e5.
But this
And I
is the
would have
issue.
hesitated. I would
For a
have-
bit at least, right?
Yeah, I would have played king e3 and waited to do that. But he apparently believes that he can force a Zugzwang.
The black
It's
king
a 3 pawns after all.
It is
is
an extra
tied
pawn.
down.
Yeah. So bishop to d1.
I have an idea. Bishop b5 and then check from e8. So the king has to go to h6.
Good idea. Fabi Fabi agrees with you wholeheartedly.
So it's this,
Euro.
knight e7, check from e8,
Yeah.
king h6, and then you go king f4.
And handshake. And Fabi also begins with a victory.
A pawn, king e6.
Bishop check.
I told you this game will get exciting at some
Okay,
point.
but still.
Yes, you said the
H
march
pawn
of the
is
A pawn.
rolling.
H5.
H6. Okay, now the A pawn is running.
Followed by knight f6.
Okay, now knight f6.
Threatens
F6.
knight g8 check. You have to play rook h8, which is not what you want to do.
Knight f6 is a terrible move, and now the position is equal. Okay, it said, well, at least the computer says so. 0.58.
What?
Wow, that's not apparent.
That is very confounding. So king to g4? King to g4 to h5 to h6? What am I missing? I'm missing
King
something.
f8, king g7, free the rook.
King takes pawn.
Yeah, king g7, and free the rook.
Well, I go knight to g8.
Knight g8. No, rook takes pawn then.
What? Ah, rook takes pawn then. He's threatening rook takes pawn. Sorry.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's
That
a
was
draw.
the...
It's a draw.
Wow.
7 seconds for Fabiano. He tucks the bishop on a2.
But now rook b8, right?
Right. Forced.
Hang on a second.
F4.
F4, rook b5 check.
Well, if you move your rook down to b7,
have
you've got
knight-
bishop takes f7.
As well as knight h5 check,
F4 was a bit strange because he could have gone knight h5 check.
which is what you want to do and take on f7, don't you? Why didn't... Okay.
The
It's...
players are just playing with seconds left. It's
I know,
more or less
it's-
intuition here, and I can
It's
also
nerves.
see
It's
that
nerves.
nerves are affecting
You
the
know,
game
rook
between
B5
Gukash and Pragnananda.
Rook b5 is a must, otherwise white is winning again. If
Rook
not
B5.
for a rook b5 check, like any other move is lost.
Rook c8.
White wins,
Instantly king d4.
it's a draw.
He had to play knight h5 check.
He had
and
to play
bishop
any other
f7.
move, yes. f5 was winning, knight h5 was winning.
Well, 9 seconds for Ali Reza. What's the way to draw?
Rook c2,
Rook c2.
active.
3
Knight
seconds,
h5.
2
He's
seconds.
done
Rook
it.
c2. Woo.
Yeah,
Knight h5, bishop f7, a2.
a2, yes.
Bishop takes.
Okay, and now the king will help the king's side pawns
Three
advance.
pawns and a knight.
You would
Yeah,
think
but-
that this
But you
is...
can't really move it.
But the pawn is on h7. If it was on h6, I'm sure it would be winning. On h7, no, I'm not.
Yeah. There is close to 0 ideas in this position.
Right? So we can go f5, but we're kind of...
And Gukash is now winning against Pragnananda.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What does this
Crazy.
have to do?
Yeah,
F5.
Gukash is winning. Fabi's not
So
winning.
we can queen the pawn and go king
Rook
g6.
a6 loses.
Does it lose?
Yes, to knight d7, to g6, to anything.
Okay, no,
But
he's...
not king g4.
You said anything.
But not king g4. Rook
you said-
c6. Back to winning, back to not winning.
Time trouble.
And we do have a result. Gukash wins against Pragnananda. So
Prague is out.
Prague is out of the...
Business.
Exactly.
Well,
He will
Fabi
not be
keeps-
winning this tiebreak.
Kind of not winning his
Well,
seemingly winning position.
oh no. Oh no. I think he was setting himself up for knight d7, king takes h7, f6, but king g6 might draw. Shoot.
Not easy position to calculate when you just have 12 seconds. And he steps back with the king. You know, he can just take his time in this position, just march the king back to where it came from in order to gain some time on the clock.
Well,
That's what he's doing that.
Precisely that.
Or with the king on h5, he has to do the same pretty much. Go knight d7. This is back to being winning, I guess? No? Now it's winning again. G6. He has to understand that G6 is winning.
Why G6?
G6.
Rook
G6,
takes
Rook F6, King G5, and you're winning.
Oh, because you got
Seriously.
F6.
Yes.
So
Okay,
he
King
still has
H5.
G6 in
King
his pocket.
H5, there is Rook C5, which makes it. Now we are winning again. G6 or Knight D7. Both win.
18 seconds.
I can understand Knight D7. I must say the G6,
G6
G6,
is
but what's
incredible.
is an
What's
incredible
so-
win.
Yeah, like
Because
Will he find you? Knight
No, Knight
D7?
D7.
D7,
Much more reasonable, much more logical.
F6.
F6.
Yes. Here he's threatening F7, winning on the spot.
Right.
F7 is winning on the spot.
And the position is winning because you move the king and there is G6.
And then followed by F7 wins.
yeah,
He's got it. He's clinched the game. That was the money move, Knight D7. And I think Ali Reza is realizing to his horror that he's lost.
4 seconds.
Okay, 5 and you just go
F7.
F7. And here you are.
Yeah, you saw. Because I'm allowing this
Rook
thing on.
G5.
Takes
Takes
G5.
G5.
Rook G5 is the trick, but
Yeah.
but it is not a stalemate if you do not take the rook.
Right, Rook H5 check.
You'll have to go to F4, right?
Yeah. Yes.
You'll have to, or F3, whatever.
Yeah, and you go away from the
And
rook.
handshake there.
Wow.
And Fabiano wins 2 of his first games. So he moves to 2 points out of 2. And all he has to do is draw his final game against Pragnananda, and he will be winner of this tiebreak and winner of the super bet.
So
You've
we
got to
take and then go Rook H2, and why isn't that just winning?
Well, the bishop can
Bishop goes to
try
G4.
G4.
Rook H7.
And king, forward. A6, B5, C4. That's your
Careful.
only source of counterplay anyway, right?
Anyway, right? Yes.
And there also could be some moment where you go F4 with black. I don't know if you have the time for this, but like F4, well, C takes, E takes, yeah, like create something.
Right, but no, King A4.
You can actually defend the F7 for now. Go Rook C7. No?
A little scary. I can go Knight E8 to D6.
D6.
And then the king.
Yeah, you move Knight D6 and King A6 and go take it.
But
the king is
never
not
go-
going
yeah.
in. Yeah,
I think you've
right
got to
you are.
make that run for freedom right now. King A6.
Yeah,
and
you
indeed
have
he
to.
does it.
You have
Fabi's
to.
making the most out of his chances. So Rook takes F7, King to B5. I'm going to play Rook to B7 to try to keep your king honest so it doesn't go to C4. So Rook to B7 playing a
There
little
was
bit
a way for Fabi to keep
defensive.
equality, but it was very, very complex.
Rook E7. Oh,
Whoa.
what a nice move there from Prague. If the king comes up to C4, you just simply capture the pawn on E6.
And I'm sorry,
You
what
have to
about
go F4. You
But
have to
then-
go, absolutely have to go F4
Rook
here.
takes B6. Okay, so
C
he
takes,
captures on D4.
E takes, lost.
No, F4 was necessary.
Rook
F4 was
C6.
absolutely necessary. And now just kind of slowish death. King comes closer, the knight, if anything, will be transferred back to F4.
But still, you have to factor in that the black king is 2 moves away from being a real annoyance.
Well, the problem here is I see it as Rook to D7, followed by Rook to D6, and your black king is not going anywhere when I have my Rook coming to B6. So I see Rook D7 as a winning idea for white. Rook D7 and Rook D6.
Well, 20 seconds for Pragnananda.
You can just feel the tension here.
And once again, Fabiano Caruana needs to score a result in order to become Super Pet Chess Champion. And Rook A7.
He blinked.
Not great, and then yes, you do
Rook
go King
A2.
C4 immediately.
Immediately, King to B3 and back
Wow.
in business. He's back in
This
business.
Oh, but hang on a second.
is
You've
better
got
for
Bishop
black.
Bishop D1.
Bishop D1
C2.
was winning for black. King B3 is a mistake, but then it's better.
No,
and back
now
to Bishop
it's
D1.
D1. He's
Bishop
done
F3, anything.
He's done
Fabi,
it. Fabi is going to win
And
the
there's
tournament.
panic in Pragnananda. 3 seconds left. And
Bishop C2.
Bishop
and-
C2.
yeah.
Black's king is going to decide the day.
king takes, and then the c3 falls as well, and this kind of breakthrough.
Doesn't work.
I'm guessing you just collect all the pawns.
And you see a very shaken Prague as he's realized that he's done it all. He goofed. He's done it all wrong.
Collect all the pawns, right?
Absolutely.
You take on c4 with the pawn, I guess.
For the passer. Yep.
Yeah, and then d5 you take again.
Thank you for
Okay,
the
E6.
passer.
And then can you just...
Rook e7, then eventually if you win the rook, you win the rook. I mean, the pawns
Wow.
will be on like c3, d3. And let's not forget you
He
need a draw.
captures with the
Yeah,
rook.
well, this one
That's
is
also very
minus
nice.
5.
Yeah,
Minus
winning
5.
Again, no
easily.
risk at all here for Fabiano. He just
well-
has to keep an eye on this e-pawn.
That is true.
Once again.
So you can go rook c7.
I would
You can move your
probably play
bishop.
bishop
King
e4.
King b3, very nice.
e6, a3.
Yeah.
e7, rook c8.
E6.
Is this what he's doing?
He's going to
No,
go rook
he's-
c7.
Yeah, he goes here. Okay.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's
so
it.
there is no knight f5 even.
No, that's it. That's
There is
just-
no e7. There is
that's a-
nothing.
That's a clincher. That was the money move.
And the a pawn
A3.
is going.
Yeah.
But that is the knight with
Check.
the check.
Yeah.
And we
And-
have a champion.
That was a nerve-wracking, yeah?
He did it the hard way.
It was not without
Fabi.
adventure, but Fabiano Caruana is the SUPERBET Chess Classic champion of 2024. He does it again.
I don't think he saw that coming when he went to bed last night.
You know, he could offer draw to Giria.
Wow. 3 out of 3.
Yeah.
He won no question about it. He won the playoff.
Yeah.
He'll be very pleased with that because again, after that 2018 World Championship match, he really concentrated. He wanted to improve his rapid and blitz skills, and well, he proved it. Oh,
And
a hug by
Fabi
Anastasia.
getting the congratulations from Anastasia, from the crowd.